Hey everybody, dragonhawkguy here with another off-season update for all the 12s out there in Seahawks Nation. Today is April 2nd, 2020. Before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think of the Seahawks offseason so far, and do you like the signing that the Seahawks did late yesterday? First off, late Wednesday, we had the return and re-signing of defensive end Benson Mayowa to the Seahawks for $3 million a year, guaranteed, fully guaranteed, and possibly up to $4 million if he meets certain incentives. Mayowa is now 28 years old, and if we look at his stats, he played 2 years with the Raiders, played 2016 and 2017 with the Cowboys, played 2018 with the Cardinals, and played last year again with the Raiders. And here's the best part, 28 years old, but he had 7 sacks last year. Adding that to a team in the Seahawks that struggled to get to the quarterback last year, ranked lower in the NFL than we have in quite some time in terms of quarterback sacks. 7 sacks for a guy who stays relatively healthy. He doesn't play 16 games a year, but he did play 15 games in 2018 and 2019, and 14 and 13 in the years before that. No, he's not a Pro Bowler, but this is a guy who can add great depth, great injury protection, and add a lot of extra skill to the Seahawks defensive line. Is this the defensive end that we were hoping for news signing on? Not quite. Obviously, we're still waiting on Jadeveon Clowney. But Benson Mayowa, another great value pickup for the Seahawks, for John Schneider and Pete Carroll. Another great value pickup that isn't going to break the bank and still gives us salary cap room to sign Jadeveon Clowney. Second up today, we have ESPN reporting, and not really even a full article because you can't really click on it. But if you go to the Seahawks tab of the ESPN.com webpage, Brady Henderson of ESPN is reporting that Philip Dorsett's one-year contract, we already found out earlier this week that Philip Dorsett signed with the Seahawks. This is actually sort of interesting. Philip Dorsett's contract is for just over $1 million. And here's the best part. His base salary is only $910,000 with a $137,500 signing bonus, but because he's a veteran, he only counts $887,500 against the salary cap. What does this say to me? This says that this is a guy who, despite being in the prime of his career, despite being at a position where you can make a lot of money for minimum level of production, Philip Dorsett clearly with this signing is making a statement that he wants to win a Super Bowl and get another Super Bowl ring with Russell Wilson as his quarterback. This is a guy who's been playing with Tom Brady over in New England, already has a ring or two, but this is a guy who is still hungry. This is a guy who is willing to put his money where his mouth is to win another ring and to be basically the number 3 wide receiver behind DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. This is a guy who's literally putting his money where his mouth is because he wants to play with Russell Wilson. That, to me, is a great sign. And if you look at overthecap.com, clearly you can see right under Cody Barton, Philip Dorsett, $910,000, $137,000 signing bonus. But over here in the right-hand column, as far as salary cap number goes, $887,500. That, my friends, is the epitome of a cap-friendly contract. This is a guy who wants to win another ring and is hungry and is putting his money where his mouth is and wants to play with one of the best in the league, Russell Wilson. That is good news, especially for all the salary cap watchers like I am. And finally, the third story for today, it's actually not so much a story, but just a note. If you go to overthecap.com, it is a really interesting read, especially if you want to look and see how much these guys count against the salary cap. Obviously, if you look at overthecap.com on the Seahawks tab, look, obviously, Russell Wilson, number 1, carrying a cap number of $31 million for 2020. Then below him is Bobby Wagner, Dwayne Brown, Tyler Lockett is number 4. But check out number 5 on the list, starting center, Justin Britt. If we're looking to clear more cap space, and if we consider how many games Justin Britt has missed over the last couple of years due to different injuries. If you look at the red columns, the left of the two red columns is dead money. The far right is how much the Seahawks will save under the cap by releasing a player. Under Justin Britt, the Seahawks would save $8.5 million against the salary cap and would only have $2.9 million in dead money. Meaning this was probably the last year of his contract anyway, and Justin Britt, while he's been a good overall lineman who's played center, guard, and tackle in his career, Justin Britt missed several games last year due to injuries. So I want to know in the comments down below, do you think the Seahawks should let go of Justin Britt, $8.5 million, along with the $5 million they got by releasing the two guys a couple days ago? Do you think that $13, $14 million would be enough to put the Seahawks over the top to get Jadeveon Clowney? Obviously, Clowney seems to want more like $17, $18 million a year, but a few other cap moves, few other contracts turned into signing bonuses. Do you think Justin Britt letting go of the starting center to improve the defensive line, saving $8.5 million against the cap, do you think that's a worthy sacrifice in order to re-sign Jadeveon Clowney? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And be sure to comment down below. Let me know all your thoughts on the developing Jadeveon Clowney situation. Do you think we should let go of Justin Britt in order to make the Jadeveon Clowney signing happen? And are you guys happy with Benson Mayowa coming back to the Seahawks? Are you happy with him as a value pick? Let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think. I've been Dragon Hawk Guy. See you next time.